Even if it's not perfect right now, I can continue to shape it throughout the day. Hey everybody, Parker York Smith here. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, we focus on building your confidence through men's fashion and lifestyle choices that are not gonna break the bank. So if you like the sound of that, hit that subscribe button. Easily one of my most asked about things. Today we are doing an easy everyday hairstyle tutorial that I do on a very regular basis. It's pretty much what I do almost every single day, unless I have some type of specific look that I'm really trying to achieve. But keep in mind that I have pretty naturally curly and wavy hair. So if you have really straight hair naturally, that's great. You can still follow all of these tips. It just might not yield the exact same thing that I have, but you can definitely still use this to get a little bit more volume. Without further ado, this is my hairstyle tutorial. Okay, so I just got out of the shower. Towel drying my hair. I washed it and conditioned it yesterday, so I'm not gonna do it again today. I usually only wash and condition maybe like 3 times a week, depending on how active and sweaty I'm being. But I like to get probably about 85 to 90% of the moisture out of my hair with the towel. So at first I'm gonna use just a little bit of this hydrating argan oil from Fort Series, Alex's brand, Alex Costa. This is just to kind of add a little bit of moisture back into my hair and also protect it from the heat when I'm blow drying. Use just maybe like a dime size amount. Spread it all in throughout my entire head of hair, from the root all the way to the end. Next, I'm gonna use just a little bit of this styling cream with medium hold from V76, about like that much, not a ton. This is what really works for me in terms of volume. And again, I'm just gonna work it all over into the back, on the top, everywhere to make sure it's nice and evenly distributed. Once that's in there, to really make sure I distribute it, I like to comb it in with a wide tooth comb like this, but anything you have would work if it's just a brush or whatever. This for me just gets out any of the tangles in my hair. Since we're doing a little bit more of like a middle part style today, I'm not really worried about combing it into a certain place. Like if I was gonna do a side part, I would go ahead and add it now so that I can make sure it stays there when I'm blow drying. Need our round brush and then a blow dryer. I like to do it at medium heat and medium speed. That's just what works for me. I find that just kind of playing around, because different blow dryers work differently, so you'll just have to find what works best for you. The main thing that I like to focus on when it comes to my blow drying is sticking to the root. This is what's really gonna give you that big volume. It's gonna activate the product and allow it to hold your hair up really high. So you can see how I'm aiming the air right at the root of my hair and I'm pulling it up very gently. This is just gonna stimulate it so that it knows to stand up, and it's gonna hold its volume all day long because you're using the right products. And I like to do it in little sections, as you can see. So I start at the front and then I work my way to the back in kind of these lines all the way across from the top to the sides, everywhere, because you want to be sure that you're getting all of the moisture out of your hair. Make sure you get the back as well. There are no areas that you need to neglect, because you just don't want any more moisture in your hair in order to achieve the most possible volume. I'll work the comb through it, just kind of combing it back as well, because I don't want it to fall into my face. And then I'll use my fingers for the back and the ends of my hair, just to be sure that I'm getting all of the moisture out of those areas too, because it can be a little bit tougher to use the comb. So it just helps me to use my fingers as well, because I can start to feel little tiny areas that I may have missed that might still be a little bit wet. Now, once I've got pretty much all of the moisture out of my hair, I will go back over it with the cold setting on the blow dryer, just to really set things in place. Same thing here. I'm kind of just pulling it backwards, setting it into place, because the cold air is what's going to kind of lock in your style. This is what really, cools the product down and kind of sets it. It's a really smart move. I definitely recommend it. I'll just kind of use my hands. Your hair should feel a little bit thicker now, at least mine does. And I'll kind of put it into place where I'd sort of like it to end up, but I'm also someone who's constantly like running my hands through my hair throughout the day, so I recognize that even if it's not perfect right now, I can continue to shape it throughout the day. So that's looking pretty good to me. And then finally, if I want to, if I'm gonna be going somewhere where I wanna be sure that it does hold a little bit more stiffly, or just, you know, keep its shape a little bit better, I'll hit it with a little bit of this Kevin Murphy dry powder finishing hairspray, just from like maybe 18 inches, just kind of lightly cover it, let it sit for a second, and sort of work it in. And that's pretty much it. So it's gonna take practice because everyone's hair is a little bit different, but once you kind of figure out the steps that work for you, I mean, this may have felt like it took a long time today, but I'm so used to it because I do it almost daily that it's just part of my routine, and I'm used to doing it as soon as I get out of the shower. And it's just nice to know that you're always gonna have a reliable, good looking head of hair because you know how to do it, you know how to style it. And voila, there it is. That is just my normal everyday routine that I do when I'm gonna be filming or shooting photos or anything to achieve this hairstyle. It's kind of middle parted. I kind of do it a little bit off center, but you can get creative with it with your own hair. It's gonna take time, guys. Don't think you're gonna be able to just try this once and it's gonna look exactly how you want. I've had to fine tune little things, change temperatures, try tons of different products. I hope this was helpful. There are links down in the description to all of the products that I use. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, go follow me on Instagram. If you have any questions, you can DM me there, you can drop them in the comments, whatever. Go follow me on TikTok as well, lots of other style tips and outfit advice happening there. Appreciate you guys. Tell a friend about the channel. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.